Welcome boys. Okay, in this video we're going to be working on this 2008 Jeep Grand Cherokee with the 3.7 liter V6. This is not going to be a difficult repair, necessary one though, as it makes an obnoxious noise driving it. I mean, it is horrendous. And I've already done the diagnostics on it. I took my mechanic stethoscope and started listening to pulleys. The alternator makes a little bit of noise, but then again it's got brushes and stuff in there that make that noise. But the power steering pump, pretty quiet. Water pump, pretty quiet. The tensioner pulley, very loud. Idler pulley, very loud. So I suspected that the bearings were going bad in these two pulleys. To confirm my suspicions, I loosened the belt and then spun the pulleys, and they do spin to excess, and they make a loud noise. Kind of like that. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to replace the belt, because while we have it off, we might as well. As you can see, we got starting to get a little bit of wear on this thing there. That's not a big deal. We have a replacement belt here. So we have all Daco parts here. Part number for your belt. This is the part number for the idler pulley, which is the smooth one right here. There's no grooves on it. And then the part number for this tensioner pulley, which is this one that has the grooves for the belt. So before you take your belt off, do be sure you note the order it goes in. Someone drew a little diagram over here. So yeah, I guess we can go on off of that, but let's say somebody didn't do that for you. Take a picture or make your own sticker and stick it under the hood somewhere, and that way you'll have access to it in the future. So, alright, I'll get you boys set up, and then we will pull the belt off and pull these pulleys, put the new ones on. Okay boys, so 15 millimeter is what we're going to need to use on these two bolts here. So first we need to take the belt off. Again, don't forget which way it goes. And we need to swing this tensioner up. That'll take the tension off the belt, and I'll just undo it right from the AC compressor up here. So tension's off. There we go. Okay. So now we need to take these two bolts out of here. That one's loose. And that one is loose. Okay, before I bust these off the rest of the way, listen to this. It spins excessively, makes a lot of noise. Which is bad, okay? So, let's get these out of here. New idler on. I'll snug that up in a sec. Place the tensioner. This new tensioner is plastic. I wonder if this one's plastic. Yep, it is also plastic. So you ain't really cheaping out too much, I don't think, by not getting OEM. OEM's plastic, Daco's plastic. So what's the difference? One was metal. I'd say maybe get one over the other. Okay. Make sure it's tight. Not too tight, won't squash your bearings. And the belt. I will save the old belt because one thing I always do is you may have some strange occurrence where one of these pulleys locks up one day. Not necessarily ones you just changed, but a pulley. And if so, you'll be stranded. But if you keep your old belt and just keep it in the trunk or somewhere, that might not happen. You could always just slap the old one on to get you by to wherever you need to go. Or rips or tears, or, you know, who knows? Who knows? Anything can cause a belt to fail. Bad manufacturing, anything. So I always save the old one, and I always throw it in the trunk as a spare. But that's just me. Boys, do you. We're all adults here. Alright. So now we have our handy dandy diagram somebody else made for me. This is going to be the last one we slip it on, but for now we are going to start from the top here. And then once we get it on here, take that back off. Alright. Go around the power steering. Down under the crankshaft, up over the idler, then the tensioner. Okay, and the last one will be our AC. So, we just need to apply some torque. Onto this, and remember, since we did tighten this bolt, if you just apply too much torque, you might spin the bolt too much and apply too much pressure to it. So just kind of lift up with your hand to assist it. That looks good. That looks aligned. Bring it down. Alright, so we got our new belt on. Both pulleys. Let's start it up and see if it's any quieter than it was. I imagine it will be. Oh, she's definitely quieter, boys. Listen to that. Listen to that engine purr. I'll even give her a rev. Alright, boys, and that is how we replace idler pulley, tensioner pulley, and drive belt on our 2008 Jeep Grand Cherokee with a 3.7. Thanks for watching, boys. Peace.